Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to Pineview Drive, Homeless. I'm Kamchak Fisco, and come join me for the next stop on the Pineview Horror Express.
Oh, we do. There's a key. Okay, I missed that. I mean, it made sense. It's like, if we don't go to bed, we must go back to the original room. So now we understand how the game is played, so to speak. When we complete the puzzle, go back and check the room the puzzle is from. And we'll slowly, systematically unlock more of the house. So we can see more creepy shit. Had to be this room. I've had a lot of issues with this room. This room does not make me a happy camper. This room led to a lot of creepiness and frustration in the original game. So there's 3 statues in each section? That's already, or no, 2. That was the second one I've gotten since we started. So it looks like we can hold at least 5 batteries. Alright, this does open. I wasn't sure. That's where you first see the clown once it gets loosed in the original game. Alright, I'm going to go back and grab the matches so we're back up to 10. And as you've seen, us being in the dark doesn't hurt our sanity at all. It's literally the jump scare movement mechanics. It makes for an interesting experience, but it is overly harsh on its reactions. That's the only complaint I have about Pineview Drive, and it seems very much to still follow that. Okay, I can't illuminate those. Oh, hey, it's a lobster. So we got, let's see. You already have 5 spare batteries. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and reload them then. I don't believe shit stays here between shift of days, so there's no reason not to light everything we can. That note may well end the day, so I want to poke around, a little bit more before we do that. Or the hour, not the day. Okay, we can't come in here. I wasn't sure. More matches here. I don't know if the matches are going to stay between the time slots, because I don't know. Okay, so there's at least 3 per, it looks like. 3 per hour, maybe? Didn't I just light those? Okay. I'm gonna grab some of the matches, but I'm gonna leave the batteries and see what happens. Whether or not this shit carries over. So if it does, we can actually leave stuff to grab later. If not, we might as well grab it and use it.
It all started when the Harmsworth family bought the old estate back then.
Interesting. So it is slowly going to explain the origins of how this place became, I guess, haunted? Which is what we were all freaking wondering after the end of the first game. Quite literally. Shit stays between hour slots. Got it. Cool. That makes this a little easier. Music changing between hours. Creepy. And we are going to have to check the rooms over and over again. Because that's how it works. That's how it shifts between hours. We're also going to relight light sources because we're going to need to. Jackass is still there, and the clown is missing both arms and its head. Oh, that's not creepy or unsettling at all. We already know where one of the arms is. It's under our bed.
It looks like something was sitting on the stool. Do I want to know what that was?
Do we reassemble this fucker? Oh god, we put him back together. This seems like a bad idea. Yep, we gotta go find his head. We already know where his arm is. We gotta put this bitch back together so he can haunt us. Why is this a good idea? This seems so stupid. I have no idea where the head would be, though. I haven't seen it. If it's not in a new room, I do. This is such a bad idea. Okay, creepy kid's still there. Good, good. I honestly don't think I've seen the head. So it's either outside or maybe in a new room? I didn't check outside very thoroughly. It's where the door clips through me. It's kind of funny. I don't see the clown's head anywhere. We can't exactly duck. That's not an option. It's not one of the keybinds. This is so counter to any other way I play any other horror game, of being able to fluidly move. So I have to have much more mechanical movement. It gets a little jarring at moments, especially when you're doing it right and you still get penalized because you just happen to still be moving, or, you know, it's insert X criteria here that you happen to fail under the wrong set of circumstances. It's kind of annoying, but it's how the game works. You either adapt or you just get pissed off and stop playing. It's one of the two. I force myself to adapt because I do want to. I mean, the story is interesting. It's actually a decent game. Some of the horror experiences are actually really, really cool. It's just, I think they went a little too hardcore on the, we're going to make it this way and we're going to keep it this way no matter what logic. And it's like, okay, guys, you could chill it out just a little bit. It doesn't have to be so damn gung-ho. Okay, so I don't get the horn. I was actually curious whether or not we were going to bring the horn. We might come back for it after everything else is done. It's not in there. It's not in here. I wonder if we're going to be grabbing that pipe at any particular point, because it does seem to stand out compared to everything else. Okay, give me the freak's arm. I just gotta figure out where the fuck his head is at. I'm thinking it's outside. It's gotta be outside. I don't remember seeing it at any point. And the arm, it kind of stood out. So, you know, it's... Well, let's see if we can go outside for starters. I gotta say, considering the flaws that it has, it is a very interesting game. It is very interesting mechanics. I can just see where it could be better implemented, less penalizing. So I'll give him his arm back, because I've at least done, you know, gotten that. I wonder where the head's going to be. I'll look a little closer, but I don't think we saw it in any of the new rooms. I'm like breaking the cardinal rules doing this. Trying to look around. There's your arm, bitch. Usually that implies something's happening. Not seeing anything. It's definitely... Oh, it is in here. Okay. I was like, it's got to be one of the newer rooms. It's definitely not in the older ones. Oh, boy. Why did we do that? We're going to regret that. Why did we do that? Okay, we go back to the starter room. Oh, I do need to grab some matches. I'm down to 8. Let me guess. We're going to leave. We're going to come back. He'll be gone, but there'll be a key where his ass was. That's what happened last time. I'm guessing it's going to happen again. Oh, motherfucker's still there. I did get frustrated with the original, but also did very much enjoy it. Creepy motherfucking clown. Okay, we put your happy little ass back together. Now what? Creepy fucker. We reassembled the demonic clown that haunted us in the last game. Seems like a brilliant idea. I have to go get his horn, don't I? Bet you anything we're going to go get his horn. Oh, right, it's upstairs. This is supposed to be years after the original game, where he was trying to find out what happened to... My health went up a little bit, but not by much. So I'm going to have to be really careful about my sanity. Tell me we pick this up, we don't just honk the damn thing. Thank God. I didn't want to honk it because I didn't know if the demon clown doll would come running for us. But it's an interesting universe. The original plans for this game, the 4th in the series, was that it was meant to actually wrap up a lot of the questions and answers and still leave it open for the future universe. But the budget was smaller than they wanted for the crowdfunding, so they had to end up scaling the game back, and it ended up being a replay of the house as a homeless man, but we do get some answers. But they're hoping that they'll be able to make enough money off of this one to be able to make the sequel they want to make, which is supposed to be significantly different. So I'm actually curious if they're able to accomplish that, because I do want to see the storyline of this universe. All right, you creepy fuck. You good? Do I gotta find your hat? What's next? I might need to find his hat. I didn't know if that was a piece of it. It might be. He's still there. Making sure. Okay, we can still burn 3 more matches before we have to grab more. I'm guessing we need to go find his hat. So I don't remember if he held anything else. That seems like a really bad idea. I don't remember if he had a hat or not, but let's go look for a hat. Otherwise, he had something else in his other arm. Either way, whatever it is, we have to find it. Like, that sound would trigger a scare. But I immediately stopped moving when I first heard it, so it gave me no penalty towards it. I'm guessing it's going to be in that one closet upstairs. It would have to be. I don't think I've seen anything else that would have a bunch of stuff. Hey, Anubis, not creepy at all, right? Unless he'll flat out tell me what room the next piece is in, which your character will do eventually. He did it in the original Pineview Drive, just so you can never really get stuck. Even if you're wandering the house for a while, it'll be like, oh, I should go check out X, which will be enough of a bone they throw to you that you'll be able to figure out what it is. He honked, he moved. That's what we were waiting for. So we're going to go back. He's going to be gone. There's going to be a key where he was. I told you, reassembling the demon clown was a stupid idea. And now there'll be a key where his ass was. Do I know this game or what? I have not played this one. I am playing it ignorantly. However, it's following the rules laid down in the original game. So, last time when he moved, that's precisely what happened. I just saw a crow shadow like come from the dead. I'm glad I didn't move when I heard that noise, because that would have been a reaction to a jump scare, and that would have screwed me. There's one of the 3 statues. So I missed 2 statues already, so I'm not going to get the achievement. So I'm not really going to go out of my way to grab them all. There's not really a point. Oh, I used it immediately? I didn't know that! That means I've wasted 2 heals. I need to leave all future heals behind. God damn it. I didn't know it was instant. That means I wasted 1 and I didn't need to use that one. You'll hear the footsteps, right? Okay, there's a heal there I want to not touch. I want to save it for later. There's the note, so let's poke around a little because that'll end the hour. Oh geez, we can already go upstairs. The note is going to be what ends the day. It almost always, or the hour in this case. It almost always is. You need to be really careful like walking down hallways and shit. Because if you see like a dark figure and you walk straight at it, like the last one, it turned into shadow crows that flew at you and startle you, whether you react to it or not. So the only way to get around it is to like look at the wall and walk sideways until it triggers. And then don't react when it goes off. So there's like, okay, 2 heals already. So there's like these really cute ways you have to get around it. So I'll probably end up dying several times through this, but I'll figure out how each particular scare works. Like that, I stopped moving, and it wasn't related to that noise, but since I stopped moving when the noise happened, penalized. Most of the time, you're reacting because it took you off guard. Sometimes it's entirely coincidental and the game cannot tell the difference. That's the only problem I have with the mechanics. Because there are better ways to handle it. Like, if you're already turning, that degree of axis mouse movement shouldn't count. Unless it suddenly goes a different direction, in which case, obviously, you got startled. But it should be able to take X, Y axes. It really should. Even more health. More batteries. So, I mean, I do like it. It's just, there are ways they could have made it less, it assumed you reacted a certain way when you didn't. Like, if I backpedal away from something that I was moving forward to when a scare happens, that's obviously me jump scared, because I backpedaled away from it. Me suddenly not moving anymore shouldn't necessarily count, because that could be entirely coincidental. That could have nothing to do with the fact that the scare made me stop. It is a little hypersensitive in that regard. So I think it could be more forgiving about that, but I also get that that's how the mechanics work, so it's kind of a catch-22. But I think they could improve it. I think they could easily improve it. They obviously didn't between the last game and this game. Yes and no. If you jump scare too much, you will die of a heart attack, but there are actual threats in parts of the game. Alright, this is the art room. More matches. Final statue. That was the wife in the first game. The one that went missing and your guy came back to the house 20 years later hoping to understand why she disappeared. Because he didn't know why she disappeared. Well, when you're actually reacting to a threat, you not reacting to the threat kills you, and under those circumstances, your character isn't scared for reacting differently. So it is Yeah, how they do it is very strange, but I mean, for the most part, it works well. All right, let's end the day.
At first, the new owners of the property rarely showed up in the village.
And we're going to be drip-fed plot every hour. That's how they did it in the original one as well.
My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy it. You all take care of yourselves. You want to see more of me? Come to the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below. Please remember to click that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.